Beautiful day, eh? Hi. So we're gonna do a little story time. So I just got back from a trip with my friend Amy, and well, the trip didn't really go as expected. To be honest, I don't really know what we were expecting. Prior to the trip, Amy and I were both in kind of places in life where we were experiencing grief and loss and heartbreak. And the trip was kind of something that we were looking forward to just get away and, you know, process emotions, have a great time, you know, maybe have one of those sort of eat, pray, love experiences, you know, where you go away and you learn about life and you process a bunch of your emotions. It's something, I actually haven't seen the movie, but we did learn some things about ourselves in that tiny little fleeting moment of a trip. Let's just cut to that story. I met up with my friend Amy at the Calgary airport, and we headed on our way across the ocean. 9 hours? Almost there! With a little layover in Munich. Oh, look at the trees. Oh, wow. There's trees outside.
There are trees.
Wow. Oh, there might be pretzels in there.
There's pretzels somewhere.
There
are pretzels somewhere in this airport.
After seeing some trees and getting a pretzel, we flew off to Italy and landed in Rome. We had planned a 9-day trip through Italy, but after 2 days in Rome, there were some things going on that led us to make a decision to head back to Canada. So we headed right back to where we started, Calgary. Even though we were supposed to be admiring the shores of Sicily, we set our destination to the land of flannel and camo. One of Amy's special interests is bow hunting. You do compound bows. So being around the hunting gear really lifted her spirits. Before parting ways and heading back to our separate forests, we made one last stop to an arcade. Ending off our European trip at an arcade in Calgary. And so when I got back, I spent some time looking into the abyss. It's one of my favorite things to do, actually. And now I'm doing some tinkering, some cleaning, some fixing, and rebuilding. Like redoing the bed in the van. I took the bed frame out to make additional beams, to add a bit more comfort. But I did notice some suspicious black little moldy dots. I used the van to transport a lot of green firewood. Which, surprisingly, doesn't help with building up moisture in a confined area. I tried sanding it down, then spraying it with vinegar and coating it with some borax. Wow, this tripod is... Or is the van is definitely parked on a... Yeah, it's on an angle. Sorry, people with OCD. Okay, we're just gonna try that. Okay, hopefully that feels more secure. So these are some of the last remaining beams from the old bed. Some of it's just inactive stain. And you know, I could have just sanded this down more, but I just burned most of it. Sometimes you just gotta burn it all and start over. I don't think that's good life advice for most situations. But in this case, it works. Okie dokie. And so here we have a a simple bench. Basically just a bunch of scrap wood. Cut them into somewhat measured pieces. Brought them inside because I need to dry the wood, and this is the West Coast. Seeing what fit and securing it all together. I kind of just cut wood and stacked it. I do that a lot. And a box. That can fit axes and stuff. Honestly, this is kind of like a multi-purpose vehicle, so I'm probably going to be using it more so for firewood than camping over the next couple weeks. So this works. We're just going to break for a little ASMR. Kindling ASMR. It actually is kind of a nice sound. I added a few more things to the van because I had just random ideas of making a fire-made cup holder. And then I might have taken it a bit too far. This is nice. You know, a lot of my friends are having kids, getting a mortgage, maybe getting a divorce. And here I am, having a solo, silent rave. You know what? Life is weird anyway, so we're just embracing it.